What's going on, everybody? This is Jeff, Thailand. Um, yeah, you could say, "Oh, Jeff, what are you trying to be cool or something wearing a Bitcoin shirt?" But I actually wear it. I guess, as they would say, represent uh, what's going on, right? What's up, life size box? What's up, the Pope? Josh Swanner. Hello. Am I cool? I I don't really know if I'm cool or not. I would be lying to say that I if I didn't admit that I like to get along with people and live in harmony everywhere. Walk away from me and say, "Hey, that was a pretty good guy. That was a pretty cool American guy, right?" Well, okay. So this one, it looks like is getting a lot more attention than the last video. He said, "Smash up the like button." Yeah, this one's just popping off. I see tons of comments. I'm gonna try and keep up here. But yeah. So I'm over here in Southeast Asia. We've got as you know, I've been to Hong Kong so far. I've been to South Korea and Singapore, and now on to Bangkok, right? So in every place that I've gone, outside of the people that I associate with in cryptocurrency over here, many people do not know what Bitcoin is or cryptocurrency, right? If you were like, I'll get in the taxi cab and they'll ask me questions. They'll say, "What do you do for work? Where are you from?" And uh, it's always well, I say at some point I talk about Bitcoin, and they say, "Bitcoin? What's Bitcoin?" Then I try to go on to Google Translate and type in what Bitcoin is, and there's no word for Bitcoin, but I know it's not called Bitcoin over here. So uh, many people know what Bitcoin is, but we're talking about the evangelizing of Bitcoin to the masses, right? So when I'm on trains, I'll look at people and see, you trains over here are very crowded, so I'll see what they're doing on there. A lot of them are on Facebook. More than anything else, I see a lot of people on Facebook over here. They have WeChat and Line. These are two other apps, but um, I do know that based on my interactions with people, they don't use bank accounts. So there's this idea that all these people, they don't have bank accounts, so they just transact dollar to dollar, fiat to fiat, but they have these smartphones. And I know they have these smartphones, phones that look just like this. Okay. Um, but they're not all they're doing online is just using it. They're consuming. They're not able to actually transact online. Now, if you're a businessman and you own maybe WeChat or Facebook, what's in the what are you thinking? You're like, well, I can't get these people to transact online, so maybe we should find a way to transact online outside of the banking system that we have in place right now. So for me, I think about these things, especially when I'm exploring. I mean, what's the point in exploring if you're not doing research and development? And that's the glory from that's the beauty in travel for me. So let's see. Yeah, I'm going to answer some of these questions here. Um, you do look like ex-Marine. Yeah, it's fun because like the taxi cab driver yesterday is like, "Oh, you Army," and I'm like, how do you know that? Because I try not to look like I'm Army, but he said, because your body, it's very, they say these things, and maybe it's my haircut too. I'm sure if I grew out my hair and packed on a few pounds, then maybe I wouldn't. But it's not like I take it as a dish, but I don't want to necessarily still look like a Marine. Maybe if I grew out some more facial hair or something. And I'm not a Marine. I was in the Navy. But thoughts on Tron? Thoughts on Tron? I always talk about Tron. You guys love Tron. Ah, man. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about Tron today because I'm kind of bored with talking about Tron. Um, Nothing against Tron, but stop talking about ETN. Yeah, I don't talk about ETN too much, but it does come up. Um, Naval intelligence. Um, let's see. Verge partnership. I don't know about that. Okay, so back to the subject of mainstream adoption. So, yes, I wear this Bitcoin shirt. I want more gear that's crypto related because what that does is starts the conversation. It's not because I'm trying to be a phony or look cool or anything. Uh, but wearing, Bitcoin and stuff starts a conversation. People come up to me and they'll be like, "Bitcoin," and I'll be like, "Yeah," and they'll be like, "Cool shirt." They like these kind of shirts. So, if you guys don't already have a shirt that says Bitcoin or one of your favorite cryptocurrencies, maybe you consider that, because that'll help accelerate getting the word out there. My intention with cryptocurrency is to spread, to evangelize the word of cryptocurrency, or evangelize the tech behind cryptocurrency, for multiple different reasons. The virtual currency, that aspect of it that I just talked about with WeChat and Facebook, right? Where people are unbanked. That's one reason. The thing that I am concerned about is these bad actors who try to raise funds without any real intent, collect public investment, and then they don't deliver. And they talk this big game, but they don't pull through, right? So that's one of the things that I have to think about when I'm wearing and representing Bitcoin, is these people behind the scenes that might not be having such great intentions for cryptocurrency. Even if you and I really, we're excited about the tech. It's kind of like your favorite football team. You're in Vegas and you're like, yeah, man, I think the Patriots are going to take this one. And then, you're going around wearing all the Patriots gear. People take out a bet, on the Patriots. The next thing you know, the Eagles win the Super Bowl, clear the line, and all those people, so it's kind of one of those things. You're like, oh, geez, I didn't mean to get you guys to bet for the Patriots. I thought they were going to win. So that's kind of life, right? Like, I mean, even if you start a business, doing whatever you do, you're taking a bet out that business is going to be around and it's going to succeed. I mean, same thing when you're doing investments, right? So, I mean, you have to understand the risk and the reward, and that's really important for us. Thanks, Ghost. Crypto NWO. Okay, yeah. Do I look? Who's your favorite NFL team? Arizona. I'm an Arizona guy. We ever since, I mean, it goes all the way back, but I really like Larry Fitzgerald and Kurt Warner. Those were some of my favorite years as a Arizona Cardinals fan. Who's your guys' teams? Packers? Yeah, you guys like the Packers. Okay, Travis is in Phoenix, Arizona. So, your thoughts? Uh, Syndicator. Syndicator's cool. Jets, Bears, Eagles. Eagles. I guess, man, maybe we should start a sports cryptocurrency channel or something, because I'm getting a whole bunch of comments about sports here. It's like some way, somehow, either this channel drew in a bunch of sports fanatics, or a lot of people who invest in cryptocurrency are sports guys. Jeff, how hard is it for an Aussie to get USA citizenship? I'm trained in IT. Oh man, with Trump in office, I don't know. I mean, geez, I th- I have no idea. I've never tried to immigrate. I've tried to immigrate to Australia from America, and I found that to be very tough. So, um, yeah, people are always confused. They say that I don't look how they envisioned, and then I get some people who say, "You look exactly like I thought you did." Some people have said, "Oh man, you guys have said some funny comparisons of who you thought I worked for." Trump likes skilled workers. Well, doesn't every country like skilled workers, right? Trump, uh, UK, radio voice, a lot easier than it's to get Aussie citizenship. Trump didn't make it harder to get citizenship, adults, says Kenneth Miller. What ball tampering in cricket? This guy's, oh man, trying to keep up with these comments is tough. So I'm gonna pick a couple, but are you planning for India? Ooh, India. Yeah, I would love to go to India. See, so some of these countries, they don't actually, you don't actually have to have a pass, or you always have to have a passport, but you don't have to have a visa to go inside there. So some countries over here that you do need a visa, is India is one of them. So India, for whatever reason, requires a passport or a visa, where Singapore, Hong Kong, Japan, Thailand, they don't require a visa, so it's visa upon entry. They just, you just go into the country. They say, "What are your intentions? How long are you going to be here?" And then they say, "Stamp." You get your passport stamp. India requires a passport stamp. Or India requires a visa. China requires a visa. So I'd like to go to China, and I'd like to go to India, and I'm actually trying to get a visa to go into those countries. But the thing is, I got to tell them all these exact details, and I don't travel like that. When I travel on a whim. If I wake up in one morning and I say I want to go here, I like to go here. Like I'm even thinking going to Dubai. Like there's a chance I could end up going to Dubai. And I also heard that Malta is coming up on the crypto radar. So if you notice a trend with my travels, Hong Kong, Singapore, Bangkok, South Korea, Japan. In the last 6 months, I've gone to all those places. They're all cryptocurrency hotspots. There's a reason why I'm going there. I even went to Taiwan. Um, but yeah, Dubai. I'm hearing great thing. I'm hearing that Dubai is looking to get into the blockchain governance. Malta is another thing, as you know about uh, Binance setting up shop in Malta. So I'm like, well, I better go to Malta. I should also go to. So these are the kind of guys that do comment some funny stuff. Jeff Thompson says your mom blows. So this man, Jeff Thompson, all I can say, when I see a comment like that is, what's up? What's going on in Jeff Thompson's mind? He has the same name. By the way, guys, because I'm in Thailand, I don't know how the internet reception is here, but please let me know if this is coming in clear. Yeah, about Centra. Man, those guys, if they did what they did, that was some real clown moves right there. I mean, what were they thinking? Like, who thinks about that? Who doesn't want to earn an honest wage? I don't understand that. It's coming in blurry. Yeah, I apologize about that. I I would just do a regular video like I usually do, a screen share, but because the internet's so slow, this is probably the fastest way. Claude, okay, this guy came up. Jeff, love your show. We use Coinbase Commerce to allow our customers to pay. What's this $10 thing? Top chat. Pay for their domain using crypto. It's easy to set up. We have the power to help bring mainstream adaptation. What? We use Coinbase Commerce. Yeah, I would love to, like, me personally, I set up other businesses. I don't just do cryptocurrency. Like right now, I set up other businesses. I don't just do cryptocurrency. Like right now, another thing that I'm doing is this. I mentioned it on my Twitter before, but it's called the Metro Pax Smart City, right? PAX is a innovation, right? That's basically the definition of a PAX, or peaceful innovation. And metro, from a metropolis, a metropolitan area. So we're looking to innovate city life. And what I'm doing right now is I'm taking notes on my phone, thinking about all the positive attributes that I see in these places and how to apply them in cities. Like one of the things they have in Bangkok, and they had it in Singapore, is canal systems. And I really like canal systems because getting on a boat, especially going through the floating market in Bangkok. If you didn't see my video on Twitter, you could check that out. I post a couple things on there. I might start posting more of these travel videos, but that was a floating market. It's I forgot the name of it. If I actually look on that picture right there, it's Damron Saduek is the name of it. They have this coconut sugar refinery there. It was pretty cool. Why do so many people think Bitcoin will fall when so many companies are adopting blockchain? Well, one of the big things about Bitcoin that's tripping me out is all of the arguments that take place. I mean, if you guys thought that trolls and people bicker on YouTube a lot, like if you read some of the comment sections on some of these channels, like you guys are like seeing the division. But look at the higher ups in the Bitcoin community. They call it Bitcoin Core versus Bcash or Bitcoin Cash. I mean, this is like an all-out war. Well, how are you gonna have if you're fighting yourselves? That's like divide and conquer. If I was to, let's say I was a bank and I was against cryptocurrency, I'm just ecstatic to see the Bitcoin Cash people and the Bitcoin people arguing, and then the former Bitcoin people arguing and talking about fees and basically just bad mouthing it. It's like that is the most counterproductive thing to cryptocurrency. It's like those guys who are doing that, they must be so convinced that blockchain is not going anywhere that they've now found something else to battle, like each other, which to me I think is way too early. This whole battling each other stuff is crazy. Like, why are we trying to fight each other when we're all on the same team? Like, what team wins the Super Bowl if everyone on the sidelines arguing with each other? That doesn't make any sense. No, I didn't. Okay, he said, Jeff, did you try the guy's coconut sugar? Look kind of sketchy, buggy. Yes, I did. I drank the coconut sugar, uh, whatever it was, water or whatever, and I ate his actual refined sugar. Um, Now I had a Singha beer when I was on the thing, so I was kind of like, when you drink a beer, you get a little bit more ex- uh was it liquid courage? He was like, "Oh yeah, yeah," and I drank it. So I mean, I'm still alive, but maybe I had a little bit of a sore throat. I don't know if that's from that or what, but Josh says, "Do you get diarrhea from pad thai?" They have this thing over in Thailand called gastro. If you, it's funny, most of you guys are over here talking about other things other than crypto. I was going to talk about crypto, but you guys want to talk about other things. Um, Yeah, I mean, you have to. It's called the 7-Eleven diet. If you're over in Southeast Asia and you get sick, you just start eating processed foods from 7-Eleven, because if you eat street food over here, you can get what they call gastrointestinal, and you can get real sick. And if you do, you have to go down to the pharmacy and take because this has happened to me. You have to take what is it called? Ciprofloxacin. It's like an antibiotic. Like I got like chills all over my body, like I was like shivering and it was hot. Southeast Asia is like a sauna. Jeff, you just made enough money for what is this? Okay, so I'm not a big fan of taking tips, but apparently this thing's taking tips, and I didn't, I don't like taking tips. What's your business email? It's on Altcoin Buzz website. So about the business stuff, we are looking to build our team, um you guys in the community, because why would I go outside the community if you guys are already ambitious and excited about cryptocurrency? Why would I go outside the community to build a team when I could just go to you guys and say, hey, look, we all we're all paying a lot of attention to cryptocurrency and Bitcoin and altcoins, so why not come together and put together a team that does a lot of things in cryptocurrency? And my goal from the very beginning, look, I don't care about. As a matter of fact, I'd like to take a step back, like a big step back from cryptocurrency. I told you I got other businesses, so I'm trying to get altcoin buzz to a point where it's a lot more than just Jeff by a long shot. Like like 90% everyone else, right? Not Jeff. I'll stick around just as a matter of just being like, hey, that's my friends over there that we all work together on a common mission. Um, but as far as me being this, like the owner and all that of anything, I'm not really interested in doing that. I think we're all looking to get paid and be successful so that we can, because money is a resource, right? So if you acquire money, you can do more things with that resource of money, whether it be buy dump trucks to go build a whatever, right? I mean, whatever you want to do with money, but I don't look at money as like I want to go hoard it in a bank account and go stack capital so that I can become the richest man in the world. Those guys that do that, I'm kind of like over that. Like, good for you. You're the richest man in the world. Like, I'd rather know that you were the most productive. I'm not going to say giving, because I'm not saying be you have to give all your money away. I'm saying be productive. Like, we got people who are in poverty, and that's kind of why I'm like, well, get the money out. They got to start distributing the money. They got to start distributing the money because the money that they have, they're not doing anything with it. There's no production. All right. So, no disrespect, Jeff, but the other guys on your channel sound like 10-year-olds. It's all about perception. The other guys. Okay. Well, they're getting better, and I think that if you guys are giving feedback, telling someone they sound like they're a 10-year-old is not how you're going to like improve them, is it? I mean, maybe you could say, hey, work on this and this, instead of saying you sound like a 10-year-old. Because if someone, like when you guys put me down, that doesn't make me feel good about myself. Actually, sometimes I have to avoid the comments, because if I say something that you guys don't agree with, some of you guys go all in and say some of the most intense things, and then that stuff like lingers in your head. You'll be out there like walking around, you'll be like, okay, I'm just not going to read the comments for a while. As a matter of fact, why do I even subject myself to this? Because like I said, I do other things. I have other businesses. This is just one of my businesses. You sound like a smart man. Proof of weak hands review. I don't know what weak hands. Look, this proof of weak hands, I don't even know if it's a joke or if it's a serious thing. How can a smart contract be a scam? Well, if the people behind it are collecting public funds and they just create an idea of a concept and they don't intend to really work too hard on it, they're like, "Hey, let's create a project and collect public funds and let's just put together a website and just go live in Antigua for a while." That's that's what I mean by that. What's up, Steve Pitcher? He says read above. I'll keep an eye on that. What's going on? It's all a joke. That an eye on that. What's going on? It's all a joke. That I am not going to talk about proof of weak hands. Can we talk about something else? Who has the keys to the Ethereum P3? Okay, so Jeff, ETN was down again. Yeah, ETN. ETN. I'm not going to talk about them. I'm not too thrilled with ETN actually. Would you do a live stream of Superman? Yeah, of course I would. Why not? I mean, would you? If Superman said, "Hey, come on to the channel. You want to do it?" I mean, even if you don't have to agree with him. I, Superman, I watch his videos. I watch his videos, of course. I mean, do I go out and buy every ICO that he's representing or every coin? I don't know credits. I mean, he's talked about so many coins. I'm just like, okay, I got enough coins. Right now, let's just focus on the coins that I got until this market picks up. That's why I'm wearing my Bitcoin shirt, man. Like you guys haven't even said anything about that. So, and I'm trying to say, like, where's your Bitcoin shirt? You know? And if you're saying, well, you need a Bitcoin shirt because you don't have one, well, if one of you guys are a merchandiser in the audience, hit me up because we need some Bitcoin shirts that are cool. Not, I mean, even this is okay. Like, it's it's not the highest quality. I mean, white in general, like I'm out here drinking coffee. If I spill a little coffee on me, uh it's gonna get like a stain. So gray or black would be a better color, you know. So but black in Southeast Asia is like the hottest color, unless the fabric is lightweight. Like my favorite fabric, it costs more. It's spandex and polyester. It's actually 90% polyester and 10% spandex. Lightweight. It's aerated, so it doesn't get hot. It's perfect. So it costs a little bit more, but because it's such a great shirt for me, I prefer to only wear that, and they're really hard to find. But if Altcoin Buzz was to start working with somebody who's a merchandiser to get these Bitcoin shirts out there or these cryptocurrency shirts out there, I'd want it to be 90% polyester and 10% spandex. It's aerated like an aquarium. That's right. Yeah, actually, I'm in Thailand, right? I should just go around to one of these places and be like, tell them exactly what I want, you know. But I only know two Thai words: "Sawadi Kop" and "Kop Kun Kop." I was trying to get. I know, like they say, "Sawadi Kop" or "Kop Kun Kop," you know. So, but they do speak English. Thailand's very friendly. They're funny. They're very funny. Like you just be walking down the street and they'll be like, "You want to ride?" They want to take you on this tuk tuk. Like right now, I got a guy out there. He's waiting to take me on a tuk tuk to the temple. It's called. I think there's like two temples. There's Emerald Buddha and there's the uh, Golden Palace or something like that. So he's asking if he wants to take me down there. And yeah, tuk tuks. They're like these. If you don't know what a tuk tuk is, it's a motorbike with like a carriage on the back. But Bangkok's traffic is nuts. It's nuts. I was like, I'd rather just hop on the train and get the heck out of Bangkok and then catch a tuk tuk or a motorbike. I'll ride on the back of a motorbike. EOS. Xavier's going to Thailand next week. How much for $5? Thailand's inflation. Thailand, because it's an up and coming country, it's actually the prices are going up. The Thai baht is now 31 Thai baht to $1. It used to be 33 to $1 before. So, and I think the first time I came here was 42 Thai baht to $. So if you're a foreigner and you had an investment in the Thai baht, I think you'd be up. Oh yeah, suits. That's the thing. If you get it, who said that? Someone smart over here. Um, the Pope. That guy, he's smart. All I heard in Thailand was you want a suit or a tuk tuk. Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's not like a smart, intelligent comment, but it's a very cleverly stated inside joke. If you get into a tuk tuk, the first thing they do is they take you to the suit place, and then you get to the suit place, and they want to sell you a suit, which can be a good thing. But Thailand's one of these places. Look at this. I mean, here's some of the stuff that I bought at the floating market. Okay, this you can see. So I bought this for my grandma. It's kind of cool, I guess. Um, but like I was drinking a beer, and they're just very persistent salesmen. So Thailand's one of those places. I mean, you're not going to pay a lot of money for this stuff, but I bought a lot of stuff. I got like this, sent them home. This is spices. My grandma likes to cook, so you got curry, chili, saffron, cinnamon. I got a lot of stuff. I got a shirt. I mean, you guys are asking about prices. I think this shirt cost me like 10 US dollars. So it's good fabric. So Canada's worst driver host. Uh, I heard Thailand is famous for ladyboys. Okay. I'm not going to comment on that. If I, I'm not, that sounds like a bait and hook. Like, no, I'm not here for that. Okay. If that's what you're getting at. What do you think about credit rating agencies? What do I think about credit rating agencies? I don't really think about that. Smash up the likes, people. Is that who said that? Our skier. We got 188 likes. That's more than we had last time. So tons of people are smashing up the likes. I mean, it's not 3,000 like Superman got, but 195 now. So I mean, we're moving. We're keeping this show moving on. I'm so annoyed that we got to get likes. Like, what's the point? And why does everything have to be validated by a like? You guys are commenting, and not you guys. I'm not saying you guys. I'm saying this algorithm is. They're probably going to get this technology to a point where like they're able to read your retina scan so much that they know the thoughts that you're in. So they're like gonna I mean, and because necessity is the mother of invention, all these data, like all this data behind Facebook data scandal, all Facebook's trying to do is optimize their platform to make it better, right? But they're using your data to do that. So from a Facebook perspective, you could see why they want to make the platform better, because that'll make the platform and the overall experience better if they use your data. But because the necessity is like how to make this platform better, and to get you to hang out there, that's what all the algorithms want to do, is because they're competing with each other. They'll use your data or any of the data they accumulate from you, likes, comments, shares, etc., to improve their platform. But they're probably getting to a point where that little camera on the front of your laptop, the camera that's filming me now, or the camera on your phone, they'll probably get that to a point where they're going to read your emotions to know if you like the video. So they'll evolve. So we'll say that it's annoying that we have to ask for likes. So now they'll just go from like, well, what were the emotions? Facebook is feeding your data to sell weak-minded people scam products. I look like John McAfee. Really? I don't think John McAfee would think that. John McAfee. That's the funniest thing. Who said that? This guy said I look like John McAfee. They pulled out all these shirts. I got to go to my next hotel too, so we might be. Get me right. Like, Jeff, I thought you were 60 years old and had a beard and lumberjack and this and that, and I'm like, no. But there is this like wrinkle cream. So I was in the Marina Sands. If you ever go to Singapore, there's this beautiful like resort called Marina Sands. This guy, he comes up to me, or this lady stops me, and she says, "Here, let me show you something." I have these like little wrinkles below my eyes. She puts this stuff on here, and it literally gets rid of wrinkles. And I'm so impressed by it. Like, obviously, I have wrinkles on my forehead, but she said if I start putting it on there, my wrinkles will go down. And I'm it was something I didn't even think about until she mentioned it. But then when she mentioned it and I saw how the wrinkles can disappear, I was like, hey man, Tom Cruise, because Tom Cruise, like the dude that's defied, it was like, hey man, Tom Cruise, because Tom Cruise, like the dude that's defied idea of being on the flight deck of an aircraft carrier with F-18s. Oh, so it says connection is unstable. That means that the connection is unstable. Can you guys see me still? Uh, So anyways, yeah, the internet's not acting up, or the internet's acting up. I got to go on to my next hotel. Maybe it'll have better internet. Maybe I'll do another live stream. So this one, we just talked about getting the word out. That's why I said these shirts, wearing these shirts at the grassroots level is really important. So that's like concerts, colleges, but if not, don't, if we cannot evangelize like predators, right? So evangelizing is not like being a predator and you see your prey and you're ready to pounce on them. Like that's taking advantage of somebody. Okay. We're not talking about that. If you really strongly feel as though virtual currency is something that's up and coming and you feel passionate about it, and like people know that there is a risk in it, in being associated with Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, but if you explain it to them correctly and they see it for face value, it will make sense more often than not, even if they say that doesn't make sense. So that's kind of what I'm saying is explain it, use logic, don't sell it to anybody. There's no need to sell this stuff. It makes sense. Like we're in a digital age. Like anyone who's used direct deposits know that cryptocurrency and virtual currency is way more efficient than banking. Okay. And like we already talked about, all these unbanked people over here not be able to transact online because they don't have a bank account, but they have a smartphone. That stuff makes sense.